My student asked me about the stars and the zodiac's constellation when I told them that why zodiac constellation starts at March and April. So I began to explain that the Asian calendar were different back then in those days. Today in Science is Cool, we're gonna talk about ancient calendar and dig deeper on this topic. Hello, my name is Blair, your science teacher, and this is Ancient Calendar. In the ancient times, our calendar is not pretty perfect in some ways, although in terms of primarily using the Roman pre-Julian calendar, which is we use today, were established by Julian Caesar and the Emperor Augustus in the late 1st century BC. According to Romans, it consists with 10 months and it begins in spring with March and leaving the winter as an assigned span of days before the next year. Martus, which means Mars, has 31 days. Apriles has 30 days. Maius has 31 days. Ineus has 30 days. Quintilis has 31 days. Sextilis has 30 days. September has 30 days. October has 31 days. November has 30 days and December has 30 days. Our pre-Julian calendar appears to consist only 10 months in a year of 304 days. The remaining 61 and 1/4 days were apparently ignored and resulting to the gap during the winter season. Interesting, right? The last 6 names were corresponding to the Latin word of number 5 through number 10. The additional January and February at the end of the calendar to create the 12-month a year were credited to Muma Pultidos in 452 BC. February were moved between January and March. As we look at this Roman calendar, re-establishment of the calendar as such as confusing as the naming of the month. The first month should be March, which stands for the Mars planet, as the first month of the year. To January, that stands for Janus. July for the Latin word called Quintilis, the 5th month of the early calendar that starts in March, now the 7th month, and all goes towards December, where the 10th month, as translated now as the 12th month. So, confusing, right? Continually of the names from the Julian Roman calendar to the Gregorian calendar are led to mistakes, belief that the Roman dates corresponded to the Julian or the Gregorian ones. Given the paucity of records regarding the state of the calendar and its intercalation, history has reconstructed and correspondence of the Roman dates to their Julian and Gregorian equivalents from the disparate source. And lastly, we alter again our calendar in September 1752 by skipping 11 days during the delay of the adaptation of the Great Britain and their colonies. They made the adjustments to align their calendar to the rest of Europe and synchronized the Gregorian calendar during the time of Pope Gregory VIII. And that's how we mess up with our names in our current calendar today. That's for today in Science is Cool, Asian Calendars. I am Blair, your science teacher. Catch another episode of Science is Cool next time. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. Ciao!